Hobbii, last week of Advent. So far, my review's been week 1. I did the pattern. I wasn't particularly impressed. I didn't think it was a value box. Week 2, nice yarn, stupid project. Didn't use all the bits in the box. Week 3, 10 out of 10. Good yarn. They included the needles and the cable needles. It was good to go. This is week 4. This is got some solidity to it, so I don't know what's in here. Okay, we've got a panettone. This is a party yarn. Okay, we have got 2 balls of party yarn. We have got wooden gift tags. That's cute. We have got an all-purpose bag medium out of organic cotton. Is that a project bag or is that just a bag? Like, it's a project bag or a produce bag or a something, but that's cool. That's cool. And this box, it's branded by Hobbii. It's got organizer written on it. Nice box. Now, this is a gold lame box. My assistant gives me a gold lame top to wear every year at our awards. It cracks me up. And I saw matching underpants in the shop. Is it a jewellery organiser? I don't know what I'm supposed to organise with this. I'm hoping it will say. I mean, it's not really my thing because I'm a t-shirt wearing organic farmer who teaches drama for a living. So I will try and come up with a purpose for that. If this had come at the start in week 1, I would have gone, ooh. And then if the little bits and bobs that we got over the weeks fit in there, like we had the stitch markers and the cable needles and that kind of stuff, that would have been cool. But I don't know. It feels like it's more of a round organizer thing. Now, if I look worse for wear, it's because I'm worse for wear. We've just come back from a week-long holiday with the family. This bag is cool. I don't like the colour, but you've met me. I don't do this colour. It's not a colour, it's brown. But nice bag. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Maybe I'm going to put my party yarn in there. So I've got party yarn, gift tags, an organizer box. This is going to be a piece of knitted jewellery. Maybe a knitted necklace and bracelet set. We'll see. That's my guess. I'm going to pop that into my all-purpose bag. These are cute. I think they could have come out in week 1. And if this was a packet of 4, I mean 6 is even better, but if it was a packet of 4, that would have been cool, because then you could have said, right, 1 gift tag for each of the products that you're going to knit out of the Hobbii kit. Yeah, I don't think this is not a $25 bag. Not even $25 New Zealand. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's 25 New Zealand, but it's not 25 US. Anyway, in 2 days' time, I will see what the project is. I just won't be able to film reactions to the yarn in 2 days' time, because life gets busy that close to Christmas. Anyway, I will get back to working on my other projects, and I will see you later on with progress on what I'm going to guess is a necklace and bracelet combo. Right, week 4 of the Hobbii Yarn Advent, Hobbii Yarn Advent 2023. And I have just realised something really dumb, and I'll point that out very shortly. My apologies for the shocking lighting and the terrible wind noise, but I'm trying to find a compromise. This was pattern 4, some sort of bag. It's on a yarn with a fleck and a speckle through it. I hated knitting this yarn. The pattern's not so bad, though I did think it was going to be smaller. The yarn does weird things as you're knitting it, that during this section here, while I was measuring it, you'd knit 4 rows and it would sort of shrink up and compress, and you'd start knitting them again. You know, you went round in circles a little bit on that, but I did finish it. I did follow the pattern. I didn't change the pattern, even though I wanted to change the pattern. I think it would be better if it was provisional cast on, knit from the top down, and then either a 3-needle bind off or a Kitchener stitch to close it off, and then it would be a completely seamless project. Crochet's gone seamless, so I'm not sure exactly why knitting hasn't taken the same. Well, there's a lot of seamless knitting, but crochet's gone no-so. So the stitching up of the bottom was just mind-numbing. The stitching up of the inside of the drawstring, also mind-numbing. Probably took longer than anything else I did yesterday. So the projects from this year's Yarn Advent. What did we have? Week 1 was the headband. I don't like it. It's an acrylic yarn. We all know how I feel about knitting with acrylics. I don't have very good skin, and so this one, my skin kind of pulled on it quite a bit, so that made it difficult to work with. However, that was week 1. Headband. I did change the project a fair bit. I changed the I-cord style around the edge, and I just made it an I-cord band across the middle because I didn't want a great big thick band. But this is going to go into my makeup caddy for when I'm doing shows, and that will at least get the hair out of the old face. We can work with that. Week 2 was a scarf and a hurdle stitch. I didn't make a scarf and a hurdle stitch because it was for a thin scarf. I'm not a small person. I'm not cool. I don't wear thin scarves, and I didn't know anybody who would want one. But I do like beanies, and I really liked week 2's yarn. This is a super fine washable merino. And so I knit it on the same size needles as was suggested for the scarf to get the same tension in the actual knitting itself, and I knit it in the round. So this is a seamless knit hat. This one I'm going to give to my sister because while I was knitting it, we were away on holiday, and she's like, oh, I like that, I like the colour, I like the pattern. I would wear that, she said, and so fine, I will give you this. I put this pom-pom on the top rather than a pom-pom with a removable pop thing, because A, I don't have any removable pop things and I can attach a pom-pom to. I should get some of those. But 2, there was a pom-pom maker in week 1, and I wanted to be able to use it because I think if it's in the bag, it should be usable. Week 3, I was quite excited about week 3's project, but due to a broken needle, which temporarily, well, it's glued together here, but it's not going to stay. I can continue this sock at some point. I was excited about this sock and using this yarn early on. However, I just haven't got any further with it because my needle snapped and my other 3mm needles were all busy doing other sock knitting projects, so it just didn't quite happen that way. I'm still trying to work out, do I completely frog the sock and start again, either with different needles or in a different style, because I do think that 3mm on this yarn is just a bit big compared to the same weight of yarn from the West Yorkshire spinners, 3mm is perfect. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But for the moment, this is just sitting on the sideline. So week 3's project was a pair of socks that I did not finish due to a whole stack of different things. Week 4 was this project here, which is a drawstring baggie. Oh, the excitement is real. However, I didn't like the yarn. I didn't like the project. It took me 2 days to knit it, mostly because actually dealing with the silver thread that goes through it was quite challenging, for me anyway. The pattern was fine, although I still think it should be better top down, not bottom up. But it's a reasonable size bag. I think Hobbii should consider what order they release their patterns in, and particularly what they send out. That if the bag 3 was week 1, that would have set us up with the feeling that this is a high quality bag, because two balls of sock yarn is spendy in anyone's language. It came with the needles, it came with the cable needles, and it came with the journal. There's always a journal in a Hobbii Yarn Advent. So honestly, this should have been box 1. There would have been enough time from the start of December through to Christmas to knit these socks up for somebody, and I still think there's enough yarn for 2 pairs. Or at least maybe an adult pair and a child's pair. So that would be really cute. That should have been week 1. I think week 2 should have been the scarf project, because again, that was a yarn that was oh, this is fine, this is quality. It was also the same size needles that could be used. So because the sock yarn project came with 3mm needles and the hat project was 3mm needles, you could have used the same needles for the same thing. I would have moved the pom-pom maker, well, it wasn't a hat, it was a scarf. I would have moved the pom-pom maker to this week, because it could have been pom-poms on the end of the scarf. It could have been pom-poms as decoration. There goes a cat, absolutely stealing the spotlight. Typical. You don't even want to know how much cat hair there was all over my bed when we got back from being on holiday. So this one, which was a scarf, I think should have been week 2. That would have set me up feeling like these are high quality boxes. Week 3, I think, should have been this one, and it should have come with, well, the same things that were in there. But at week 3, that would have been opening up mid-December. And in mid-December, you've got enough time that this could have been a gift wrapping bag. So you could pop the gift that you've got in this bag, or made a couple more of them. It did come with gift tags, and it came with a gift box. So there's 2 other things there that could have been used for gifting for Christmas. These, I think, this should have been week 3. That would have given us 3 projects in similar colorways. So, you know, you would go, okay, so it's not a great feeling yarn, but with a few tweaks, or throw in another set of needles, because a 4mm needle in the round, not going to be expensive. Throw it in with the yarn with this project bag. Even throw in another ball of yarn, because then maybe there's going to be enough to make 2 bags. You know, it's an expensive box. I think that Hobbii have the opportunity to be slightly more generous than they are. And the last week should have been the headband, because the headband was the shortest project. The last Sunday of Advent was Christmas Eve, and there would be enough time on Christmas Eve sitting down, hanging out with family, knitting this up. That would have been a really nice thing to do on Christmas Eve. You've got a last minute gift for someone's cousin or girlfriend who's just shown up, or white elephant, or just a project to keep your hands busy that didn't require any thought while you were going through in the knitting project. Did I think it was a value for money box? No. I think it was very expensive for what it was this year. Last year's box that I opened recently did have a lot more yarn in it. This year there were 2 balls of yarn in each box. Were there? Was there 2 balls in this box, or was there 1? Maybe box 1 had 1 ball. But I do think the quality of the yarn wasn't there, particularly with the last 2 projects. They do have a nice matching feel to the colourways when you look at them. So that was nice. They fit a Christmas theme in a way, but I think there could have been a lot more to play with on that respect. In that respect. Will I buy the 2024 box? I don't know. I don't know. I say I don't know. I say that I won't because it was very expensive, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy most of the projects that came with it. But I can see there's potential. I know that it's a good idea, and so far I haven't actually come across a yarn advent or yarn or knitting advent project that I've wanted to participate in other than this. This is the first month where I've managed to do it at the right time because, again, I'm on the other side of the world. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's an expensive box. It doesn't always get here on time, as 2021 showed me. And in the 2020, and in the previous boxes, they've all been so similar. And I know they have to be quite similar because there's a limited number of projects that you can do with 2 balls of yarn. I do like the fact there's been socks in the last 2 years. I do like the fact that the crochet and the knitting box is available. But yeah, I do think that in some cases the yarn quality is not what you want for what is conceivably a $25 box, which converted to my currency is almost a $50 box. That makes it really expensive. This is not, it's not $50. Look, I am a pattern designer. I know how much value and time goes into designing patterns, and I don't want the pattern designer ripped off. But even accounting for this being a $10 pattern, or each of them being a $10 pattern thrown in for free, what's left isn't, it's in New Zealand dollars, by the way, because that's roughly what it costs for a pattern over here. It's not enough in the box to justify everything else. I'm all for markup. I either think change up the quality of the yarn. That's going to be the easiest one for Hobbii. You've got access to so much yarn and so much really good yarn. These 2 were so disappointing compared to this yarn that I will 100% buy this yarn again all by myself. And this yarn here I've wanted to buy for a long time and just haven't, because it just hasn't been available in a colorway that I've been looking for. So will I buy the 2024 box? Currently, I don't know. Have I had fun? I think I've had fun. Yeah, I enjoyed opening the boxes. I enjoyed finding out what was in them. They weren't boxes, they were bags this year, so the bags were slightly more disappointing than anything else. But yeah, we'll watch this space is all I can say. Watch this space. I really like Hobbii as a company. I think they're cool and they're accessible, and they've got stuff that I want on their website. I'm 100% going to order from them again because that's where I get my favorite knitting needles from. But the Yarn Advent is very expensive for what you get when the yarn quality isn't up to what you think it should be. But that's it. That's my Hobbii Yarn Advent review for 2023. And we'll see whether or not I do this in 2024 as time rolls around. Or maybe I'll do the crochet box because I'm a crocheter now. I crochet. Anyway, if you want to like, comment, and subscribe, that's always great. I enjoy reading and replying to your comments in the boxes down below. And if you wish to see some of my patterns, I will release the pattern that I made this hat from on my website. That's also in the links down below. In the meantime, have a fabulous time. It is still the end of 2023, so this will be posted 100% in 2024. This will be the first week of 2024, so Happy New Year. And yeah, have happy knitting. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.